Hey ladies, welcome back to We Age Graceful. I'm your host, Kelly. What is up? Okay, so first thing I want to put out there, I'm having a good day. How's your day going? Y'all, I have been getting things done. For those of you who may not know, I'm trying to turn my spare room in my house, which I was calling it my office, I'm turning it into a podcast room. Well, podcast room, beauty studio, all the things, podcast studio. Because right now I'm in my living room, and thank you guys for all you gave me positive input. You like this vibe. But baby, I can't keep this because this is where everybody be. And I'm already like, I can't even think of the word right now. I'm already messing up the vibe because people want to come in the kitchen, people want to come in the living room, and I'm like, hey, hold up. I need about 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30, 45. I gotta record. So my goal is to keep the vibe, the candle, the eucalyptus, the white. I'm trying to keep the vibe. I don't know if it's going to be like this because it's going to be in a room, but we're going to try our best. We're going to try our best. But what I wanted to also tell you, I'm going to start doing something a little bit different because I've been getting asked about what I have on my face in regards to like makeup and things like that. And on some of my podcasts, I do wear makeup depending on what my day is looking like. If I have to go out somewhere, if I'm recording, and normally on the weekend, I'll probably put on some makeup, and we are on the weekend. So I'm going to start letting you guys know. So if you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to have everything linked for you so you'll know what foundation I have on, what nude lip combo I'm wearing, or whatever the case may be, what brow pencil I'm using. I will have everything for you. And if you're listening on the streaming sites, I will have a link for you letting you know all the items that I use. So I got everybody covered because, I know a lot of us like to play in makeup like I do, in skincare. I have that too. When I get to the skincare part, I haven't got to the skincare part yet, but I will definitely share that. But yeah, but if you're into beauty and lifestyle and you happen to catch me, just on a whim and you just want to hang out with your girl, for us women over 40, I do a beauty and lifestyle channel. Good old segue, right? Come on over there. I do beauty tutorials, makeup reviews, simple things for us women over 40. Okay, so yeah, just want to do a nice little transition. But I wanted to talk to you ladies today about excuses. I feel like I've had so many excuses in my time. I want to say even in my 20s, my 30s, and my good old 40s because I am 48. And I had to say, for me to live out the rest of these good old 40s I have left, I have a year and about 8 months or a little under a half left I'll be in my last year of my 40s. Isn't that something? Oh my God. So I said, Kelly, what are 12 excuses? I wrote down 12 that I've had that I've held myself back from to live my best life. So I have 12 for you guys. I have 12. I got 12 excuses I quit making to live my best life in my 40s. So I want to share with you. Let me get my notes ready because, I like to come prepared. I don't want to just, keep everything dragging on. So the first one, and no, before I get into the first one, the reason why, like I said, I felt like I've held myself back in so many different ways. But I also realized too, whatever's meant for me is going to be meant for me. Yes, we do hinder ourselves in some ways, and I've done that to myself. But I feel like right now, I'm in such a good place. Do I still make mistakes? Absolutely. I'm human. Do I know right from wrong? Do I do pat myself on the hand when I do wrong? I do, and I do check myself. There's a time where I didn't do that, but I don't want to be too hard on myself because I can go on and get hard. But I definitely have made so many excuses in my life for living my best life and living a good life. Because let me tell you something. 5 years ago, I prayed for this. Probably longer than that, but I put myself in position to make sure I have and do what I want to do at this point in my life. Ooh. And here's some excuses that I don't make anymore so I can live my best life. Let's go. I'm going to just say them out and we're going to get into it. But I want to keep this conversation going in the comments. So if you are listening, you can leave them in the comments. And if you are watching on YouTube, you know where to leave them at in the comments. Okay. I got here. My first excuse. I'm too old. Certain things I wanted to do, I kind of stopped because I felt like I was too old. But meanwhile, this is the time. This is the time for me to do what I want to do. Okay? Do it. Focus on growth and have no limits. My second excuse, I don't have enough time. Y'all, this one right here. I have enough time. I got so many good years of ahead of me, and I feel like right now I'm really coming into who I am. Have I made some mistakes in the past? Yes, I have. But am I making some good ones moving forward? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So, in saying all of that, you have enough time to do whatever you want to do, have some time management, set some boundaries, and just move on. You have enough time. Okay. My third excuse, it's too late to start. Let me tell you something. It's never too late to start. It's never too late to start. I sit back and think about where I am now. Like, I'm making a real big pivot in my life, not just in personal, not just in my career, not just in my business, but I'm just making so many different pivots in my life that this is the right time. Like, it's never too late. I feel like if what I'm doing right now, I could not have done this before because my mindset was totally different. I was all over the place, and I'm grateful for where I am now, and I'm grateful for the things that I've been through. I'm grateful for the things that had me all over the place. I'm grateful for all of that because I've learned so much. Oh, I learned so much. Next up, yeah, we're just gonna keep it rolling, y'all. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. And meanwhile, I am good enough. That's called self-sabotage, imposter syndrome, self-doubt, self-worth, all those different things. That's where that fall into. Remove it. I know easier said than done because it took me a while. Probably 46, 7 years. Very transparent. I don't have the resources. Oh my God. I felt like I didn't have enough around me. I didn't have a good network of just people. But meanwhile, you don't even realize the people that you surround yourself around, that is your network. Family, friends, co-workers, the community that you live in, your neighbors. Those are resources. Not that you're using them, but even if you ask a question or something like that, like, anything, it's all right at your fingertips. All at your fingertips. It's not like we have to do what we used to do traditionally. We can do things so differently now. It's just so different. And prime example, like my grass. I felt like I couldn't ask my neighbor to use their grass person. Man, I had a conversation with my neighbor. And I have two neighbors, one to the left, one to the right. I probably shared some of my vlogs about my neighbors. Love my neighbors, but sometimes it could be a little, we are far apart, but we're close. We're far from each other, but sometimes I think. Let me put this out there. I think my neighbors too. If my house is facing me, my neighbors to my right. If I'm standing in front of my house with my face, is like I think we're in the same generation. I'm probably the same generation my neighbors to my left, but you could tell there's difference. There's differences. But as time has grown and the years, in 3 years, we're doing better. But I really enjoyed how my neighbor's grass was cut. And I was getting my grass cut. And I was like, I want to ask them, can I like use their grass guy? So one day I just was like, I already knew who their housekeeper was, who was coming and cleaning their house, because I had asked them, you know, I use their services. So I said, I'm just going to go ahead and I can't even get, I'm getting so excited. I was going to ask them, do you mind if I use your grass guy? So I just went outside one day and was like, hey, can you cut my grass? They was like, yeah, she's good. Yeah, cut her grass. And I was like, you know what? Use your network. Don't be afraid. Don't feel like you have to just use, you can't ask. I don't know what I'm getting at, but my neighbor is my network. And they know things that I don't know. And whatever I need, you know, I ask. I don't overstep my boundaries, but I do. And they're on my network. And I use them. Trust me when I tell you I use them. My next one is people will judge you. You know, and I had to make some excuses on, I don't care if you judge me. Oh, I don't want to do something because they're going to judge me. Oh, I can't do this because, you know, I'm afraid that they're going to let. People are going to judge you regardless. You could be in a cocoon doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And you will get judged. I had to sit back and think and say to myself, Kelly, there are people who enjoyed you when they were here and you were here. You start inching, they don't care. But once you meet them where they are, they want to remind you of where you used to be. And when that happens, that's when you have to make a decision to remove yourself. Because I feel like I'm feeling the moment right here. So let me repeat that. People will judge you regardless. Do what you're going to do, whatever you want to do, and however you want to do it. People will be here. You can be here. People will enjoy you while you're here. You can get to where they are. They may be okay with that. But if you surpass them in any kind of way, they don't like that. They want to remind you where you were. That's why sometimes don't care if nobody judge you. Sometimes when you start seeing the signs, remove yourself, get out of there, and keep doing what you're doing. You ain't gonna let nobody know what you got going on. I remember, and I'm having a moment. I was just telling my cousin, people will judge you on your past and keep you there. Or they will judge you for what you're doing in your present and try to make fun of it in some kind of way. Let me tell you something. Enjoy your life. Do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. Don't worry about somebody judge you. And that's something I had to stop making excuses for me wanting to live the life that I wanted to live. Want to and wanted to live, okay? Next one. Well, I don't want to do it because I failed before. And Kelly, you got to get up and you got to keep going no matter what. I had to get rid of it. I had to get rid of it. I had to. The only way you're going to not fail is if you keep going, keep trying. We learn from our mistakes. We learn. Some of us take a little bit longer, i.e. me. I failed in so many different things. I failed in jobs. I failed in relationships. I failed in friendships. I failed in so many different areas in my life. But if I stop, how am I ever going to learn? How am I ever going to learn? You know what I mean? The only way you get to success in anything, you have to keep going. You have to keep. So I had to remove that as well. Stop making that an excuse. Oh, I can't do it because I don't have any support. That's how I felt when I started my YouTube channel back in 2012. Do the math. And how I remember my first video I uploaded was October 12th, 2012. Because 12 and 12, that's how I remember. And I just had an anniversary. Yay, just made 13 years. And I felt, oh my God, my friends, my family, they're not going to watch. And it doesn't even matter about friends and family. I had to sit back and say, Kelly, do not worry about who supports you. Just do what you're going to do. The universe will place strangers in your life who gravitate towards you and who don't care about whatever happened in your past, your present, or your future. They're going to enjoy you at this moment. And that's when I have to say, Kelly, remove it. Remove the excuse. My next one. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Oh, I can't get my house that I really, really want because my credit is not in order. Oh, I can't get the car I want because it may cost too much. Or I can't get the job. I don't have enough experience. I don't have a degree. All these different things I had to remove from myself throughout the years because I was ready. I was ready. Okay, if my credit was an issue, guess what? You got to fix it. You got to fix it. If I want to get a house, gotta start looking for one. I gotta see what the budget looks like. If I want to get a car, no matter what it is, foreign, American, domestic, whatever, how much does it cost? Can I afford it? What I gotta do? If I want good payments, if I don't want payments, what do I gotta do? You're ready. Get ready. My next one. I'm too tired. Oh, I can't. I don't have enough time. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. I work for a job. I'm a mother. I'm a caretaker. You know, I gotta go on dates. I gotta do all these different things in my life. I'm a wife. I'm a spouse. Whatever. You know, that's for those who are. I'm a single woman. But whatever it is, I had to stop making the excuse to do the things that I really want to do in my life and take away the excuse of that I was just too tired, you know? And last but not least, I'm not healthy enough. I'm not healthy enough. And I had to sit back and say, Kelly, you are healthy enough. You just have to make some changes to remain healthy. Y'all, I used to beat myself down. And I had to sit back and say, Kelly, you put so much on yourself. And I had someone tell me, you hard on yourself, Kelly. You really hard on yourself. And you know why I was hard on myself? I had people around me that would say things to me that would play with my self-esteem, play with my thought process, play with a lot of things. And I had to sit back and say, Kelly, you're good. You are good. So in regards to the healthy, I had to say, Kelly, you know, you are healthy. You just have to make some small changes in your life. Get fit, you know, make some good wellness decisions, make some good nutrition decisions. And not only was it health-wise, mental, because that's a part of your wellness as well. You know, you don't realize people that you are around, if it's family, friends, co-workers, even your environment, how that can affect you in your health. You get high blood pressure, stress, stroke, all different things. And those other things do come from other things, that you eat. Because it's a big thing. But I had to sit back and say, Kelly, get it together. But I do have a bonus one here. And my last one is I can't change. I had to get that excuse out of me. Kelly, you're so caught up in your ways. You can't change. You're going to always be the same. No matter what you do, you're going to always be, because this is how you was brought up. This is how you was raised. This is what you always saw. But in all reality, just because I was brought up in a certain environment, if it was me from me to my young adult years or young teenage years to my teenage to my adult years, that doesn't mean that's who I am. That's what I raised up, but we always can change and move from it. And always remember, even if you do change, never let somebody try to bring you back to what you was moving yourself from. Because let me tell you something, misery loves company. And people will try to make you always remember, bad times. Never good times, but bad times. Trust me, I know firsthand. But I wanted to come in here and just share some excuses that I had, and I was always saying to myself, and I couldn't move forward from. And I want you to know, if these are things that you think about, to remove them from yourself. We are in a good time in our lives, and we don't need any of that negative energy. And remove these excuses. Remove them. So I'm going to go ahead and recap those excuses, because I know this episode's a little bit different. I just want to say this because I know that there's somebody else out here who's thinking and feeling and had these same excuses that I had. So let's remove these excuses. I'm going to go ahead and read them off. I'm too old. I don't have enough time. It's too late to start. I'm not good enough. I don't have the resources. People will judge me. I failed before. I don't have enough support. I'm not ready. I'm too old. I'm not healthy enough. And last but not least, I can't change. We all can change. Okay? So I'm saying all of that. Leave it down below. Let me know, what are some of the excuses that you have that's holding you back from living your best life. Okay? I want you to live your best life. Okay? So, I'll see you in the next episode. And if you have not yet, go ahead and subscribe on the YouTube channel, and go ahead and follow on all your streaming platforms. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, y'all.